So I work at EPA. It's usually known as the Smart Growth Office, but the proper name, as Jeff said, is the Office of Sustainable Communities. This program has actually been around since 1996. You might say, well, why does EPA care about growth and development? Well, the answer is our mission is to protect the environment and public health, and how and where we grow has a direct impact on air quality, water quality, the quality of land. Our office has really worked in sort of three general ways over the last 14 or 15 years. We try to change the conversation, and a lot of what I heard today, a lot of what Governor Hickenlooper talked about is changing the conversation so that you're talking about these things in a different way. We do it through conferences, appearing at conferences like this. The second thing we do is we try to change the rules. We try to help you change the rules. We try to change the rules at the local level, whether it's local codes to make for smarter development. We try to change the rules at the state level. We try to work with governors and their policy directors and their cabinet to change the rules to have better environmental outcomes. So we did all this work unilaterally until 2 years ago. And on June 16th, 2009, all this changed. My boss, Lisa Jackson, the administrator of the EPA, Solon's boss, Sean Donovan at HUD, and Secretary LaHood from DOT all appeared before Senator Dodd and the Banking Committee and announced that they were going to form something called the Partnership for Sustainable Communities. And then they announced that they were going to all three subscribe to the same set of 6 what they called livability principles. And what was significant, I mean, these principles are pretty general, and it's kind of hard to argue with them in a way. But what was significant, I thought, and I continue to think, is that they said, the two secretaries and the administrators said that they wanted their staffs to go back and embed these in everything we do, in our administrative actions, in our regulatory actions, in our spending decisions, in our future legislative requests. Fifth, since its inception, environmental justice has been a centerpiece of the partnership's work. We have taken environmental justice and equitable development issues into consideration in the scoring of HUD grants. We have a brownfields area-wide planning program out of EPA that is targeted disadvantaged communities. We have an EPA Environmental Justice Showcase community program, and we've done workshops, day-long workshops before each of our last 2, and it will happen again next year in San Diego at our National Smart Growth Conferences. We're not stopping at the we're not stopping at the boundary of the 3 agencies. We're working with a multitude of other federal agencies. We're working with FEMA. I mentioned that we meet on a weekly basis. For the last year, the U.S. Department of Agriculture has participated in our weekly meetings. They spend about $20 billion a year on rural development and are looking for assistance from this partnership to try to do a better job of that.